I also know that you teach students how to create businesses, and at the end of the, if I'm understanding this correctly, at the end of the semester, each one of the students is creating a business or is launching a business. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
No, actually, they start a business in the beginning of the semester.
At the
So,
beginning?
well,
Wow.
it's that so let me also say, I'm not an academic. I don't have a doctorate, and I'm also not the greatest pedagogue, probably. I'm an entrepreneur. Okay. I'm just a business person who gets the opportunity to help at a business school, and they basically give me somewhat free reign to say, well, what do you want to teach? And I get to teach it. And I developed this course called the Vocation of Business, which is a very popular course now at our university. And my argument is a little bit like this. In any other domain, you have to practice something in vivo, like in the real scenario, before you're let loose on actual customers or patients or whatever.
Yeah.
Except in business. In business, you can have a degree in business without ever having run a business, without ever having started a business. You can come out of college, even sometimes graduate school, and in my opinion, know absolutely nothing about what it is to run a business. It's like
Yeah.
learning to swim on dry land, and you're like the master swimmer. You know all the moves, but you've never
Yeah.
been in the water.
Yeah.
So in my kind of oppositional approach, I'm saying, I tell you what, when you're a freshman, you come in and you say, well, you're in business school. What should we do in business school? Let's start a business. And so today's your first day as a business owner because you study business. I don't care if you study accounting or finance or whatever, or entrepreneurship for that matter, or marketing and so. And of course, right away people say, well, I don't have an idea. I never thought about it. How do I find out what business to start? And I said, that's where we're going to start. There's a process called ideation. And this is this whole idea. It's actually easier to start with a business when you don't have the preconceived notion to say, oh, I know God's gift to the world and this needs to be done, which is usually not a customer centered approach. I like the customer centered approach to say, how may I help you? You can look at something that you yourself, your pet peeve. So I have a whole process that I go through with the students in a matter of a week and a half. And I take different approaches to say, what's wrong with the market? What's the most painful process of buying something that you have? What is your greatest passion of a book or of products or a theme? What are your talents, your God-given talents that you have that could add value for others? And then turn it around and start to say, where are the people who actually regard this as a challenge, as a need, as a problem? And then how can we create a value proposition for them? What is it they ask for? And then how can we solve it? When you're at that point, each student has like they develop three different business ideas, and then we run things just quickly through for the target market and figure out which one is the most the most straightforward to address and the most
Wow.
attractive market segment. And I tell you, I've taught this class for 9 years, 8 years, maybe 9 years. I've never had a student who didn't come up with a business idea.
No
So
way.
yeah,
So
within 2 weeks they have an idea.
every
Eh,
student, and is
And
this cross disciplines? Or
yeah,
are all of the
no,
students in this class
no.
business
They
students?
come from across the university, but the majority are business students. In the fall, I teach it to freshmen. It's a mandatory course now for every freshman in the business school, and so that's 250 students, and
Wow.
we just launched them, and every one of them has a business. I've never
Wow.
had it when somebody doesn't. That's because everybody has talents.
Wow.
Everybody can add value for others. Everybody can say, "How may I help you?" and find a way to help.
Wow. That's incredible.
That's
The
creativity starts not with having the eureka moment in your bathtub, to figure out the big mathematical issue or physics issue or something. Business creativity starts when you find a way to add value for others. And I find that is something that every one of us can do. I've never met somebody who cannot add values for others.